Tesla wasn't the first car company, so how did it become worth over $1 trillion? Because they stopped competing to be better and focused on being different. Tesla didn't say, we make better cars. They said, we're the electric car company, new category, and they own it.
Hi everyone. So again today we are going to create a 3D animation. So if you want to learn 3D from the very start, this will be a very good video where you can understand how actually to use cameras. So first of all, I'll just hit new solid and bring in a white background. Head on to Google, search for car 3D model. This website sketchfab.com. Okay, as you can see there are many, but many of them are paid, so we have to select which are not paid. So I just select this. Okay, let's see if it's paid or not. Yeah, it's not paid, so it is a free 3D model. Okay, I have to just head on here and click on download 3D model. Then you have to select this GLD. Okay, you can select the 4K texture size or 1K, whatever works. Okay, just remember to do this GLB, download this format. Okay, and then download it. Then you will be able to bring it inside. So I have already downloaded it. Okay, I'm just going to put it inside. Okay, here, and make sure that it is advanced. Okay, 3D this. And now let me just scale it down. Okay, so here you go, you have got your car. Okay, now if I use rotation, you can see that we have got the car. Now for the animation, as you can see, it's like this. So I'm just going to rotate it, hit P for position and drag it away from the camera to make it look smaller. Now to make this, so it's very easy. Simply just select your pen tool, deselect fill, select stroke, and let's make it off black, something grayish. Click here and then click here and make something like this, bit of curve. Now we can just increase the stroke. Make sure it is below this. Okay, make this 3D too. Now as you can see here, it's narrower at the beginning and wider at the end. So to do that, just head on to content, shape, stroke and taper. Make this narrow like this at the start. Now the next thing is, Tesla wasn't the first car company. Okay, you'll write this. So I just make in a new text. For the next part, there is some text over here. So this text, okay, I'm not doing the small text over here because this thing over here is the same thing as this, just smaller text. Okay, so everywhere you can see there will be, here also small text is there, which I'll not do. Okay, but the rest of the text I'll be doing. So the next part is, okay, for the animation it's rotating. Okay, and the text animation is there. So how to do that? I'll just select this. Okay, hit R for rotation, hit on Z rotation, go ahead here. Now go to the first frame again and let's rotate this to the right. So we'll get this animation. I'll select this F9 and simply, drag this towards the left. Okay. Now for the text animation, simply head out to animate, opacity, make the opacity 0, open the range selector, click on end keyframe, make it 0, start, make it 100. Now go to the 1 second mark, click on the end keyframe, in the second keyframe, make it 100. Select this F9, okay, and let's make this mountain. So for smoothness, what I can do is basically head on to advanced, increase the ease high and a bit of easier. Make this words. So this will be word for word. And for the position, we are just going to hit on add property and position and just break this down a bit. So you get this. Now for the next part is in the starting, as you can see, it's blurred and then it comes into frame. New adjustment layer, head on to effects and presets and search for Gaussian blur, this legacy, and put it on this. Click on this blurriness and increase. Go ahead and make it 0. Hit the Q and let's select this F line. So you get this blur out effect. Okay, it's very simple. They write the long paragraph text over here. And then this money animation paper. Okay, so I have already got this. I'll just give it to you in the description. So make sure to download it if you want to follow along. So I'll just bring it over here. Okay. Hit R and rotate it. Okay. So it will be something like this. What we are going to do is now we are going to first make this 3D. Okay. And hit right click new and bring a camera. Hit OK. Then new and null object and make this 3D too. Now I'll correct the camera to the null. Okay. So why we did that is because we want the seam movement. Okay. So by connecting the camera to the null, we'll be able to move the seam. Okay. Very easily. So as you can see, if I want to move this seam down, okay, what will happen is from here, I just simply hit P on my null, go ahead and simply drag this down. Okay. But as you can see this paper, okay, this part is not going up. So let's deselect 3D on that. Okay. It will stay here. So only this part will go up. And select this F line, drag this towards the left. In the starting, as you can see, there's also some drop shadow on this. So to do that, what we are going to do is first of all, select this layer. Okay. Control Shift C and let's write here car, hit OK and let's make it 3D. Okay. Let's make this classic 3D. And now we'll just head on to effects and presets and search for drop shadow and put it on our car. Now I'll just simply increase the distance and some softness. And now we are going to bring our next 3D object, which is the cache bundle. I got it from the same site, which is Sketchpad. So first I want to decrease the scaling and then bring it inside the frame. Now I'll hit scale and increase it. So for the animation, you can see over here, it just tilts. Okay, means rotating. So will just be when this goes down, I'll just hit rotation keyframe and keyframe X rotation. Go ahead and just rotate this. I'm simply going to hit Control D to copy our bundle and basically bring it down to make a copy. Okay. So you get this animation. As you can see over here, if you make this a pre-composed clip, okay, it would disappear. So what we have to do is basically copy this, okay, around to a new composition and paste it over here. Okay, now hit Control Shift C, hit OK, and then I just copy this back, delete my cache bundle and paste it here. Okay, now I'll make it 3D, and as you can see, it's here. Just bring it down, simple as that, and put it over here. Hit Ctrl D to copy this, bring it down. Now with this paper currency animation, when this last part is there, just going to bring this on top. When this goes out, I want these to be okay, finished. So what I'll do is at this frame, I start cutting at Alt and right bracket. Also, I'll cut the text. So with this, the new frame will start. Let's see our animation till now. Okay. Only thing left is to head on to 10. Okay. And put it on our this decompose layers. Just copy this tint and paste it here. Okay. So we get this, but now we want to add drop shadow. So I'm just going to copy it from here and just paste it on here. Let's simply reduce the softness. And from this frame, when the last paper goes, we get this. So first we design it. First we'll come this barcode. Okay. So hit S to make it small and make it 3D. Bring it down. Okay. And then for these arrows, make this smaller too. Hit Control D and put it over here. And then I'll bring my car image over here. So I'll simply bring the car again. Okay. Do the same thing. So how this comes in is, the whole thing comes from the right. Okay. From here. But as you can see at the start, it's a bit blurred out. So to do that, first I'll hit on X, Z and P. Okay. Bring this over here. Okay. And then go ahead. Again, click these keyframes. Now go to the start. And at the start, I want to bring this somewhere around here. Okay. And let's rotate this a bit. So it comes like this. And select this F9 and then drag this towards the left. Okay. So we'll get something like this. And now we have to animate the other things. But before that, let's copy this paste it over here. Now let's select this and make it a pre-composed layer. Okay, so we'll get this animation. Now I simply have to copy this, go back here, edit this and paste it over here and make it 3D. Now I'll bring this down. Let's make this classic 3D. Bring our money on top. Okay, this timing is good. Let me just cut this. Okay, these all things because we don't want it before. Okay, alt and left bracket. Okay, now we just need to move some things. So go here, select this, hit T for position, go ahead, again hit position keyframe, go to the start and let's move this a bit to the right. So it will move a bit. Select this F9, drag this towards the left. Okay, so get this animation. Let's drag this along to make it delayed. Yeah. Now again, simply have to add drop shadow. So I'll just copy the drop shadow from this and put it over here. And now again, just copy this adjustment layer and paste it on top. Hit U, okay, and bring this over here. Bring these closer. So we get this animation a bit blurred at the start. Let's see the total animation now. Okay. Now, simple thing is again text. Okay. So because they stopped competing to be better, extend this, hit U, and let's extend this too. Okay. Just go inside our compound clip and make this distance also. And then at the bottom, we write and focused on being different. So I'm just going to copy the starting one and paste it. And then for this pane, again, it goes down, it cuts. Okay. So what we are going to do is basically from here, you just have to go back to our done, hit P composition keyframe and just drag this down somewhere here. And then what we have to do is basically make it slow at the start and faster towards the end. And from here, just towards the end, you have to simply start cutting. Okay. So select all of this. Hit Alt and right bracket. And from here, what we have to do is basically to continue this, animation or this smoothness, we have to hit Control D or new null object. Okay. bring it above this, make it 3D and connect the null 1 to null 3. And from here, I just head out to a project and bring this. Bring this anchor point to the center. And now let's, see the animation. So what is happening is it's coming down and coming side view. So I'll hit right and bring it at the, side view. And from here, I'll just select this null, hit position keyframe, go ahead and again hit position keyframe, go to the end and bring this down to the center. Select this F9 and then drag this towards the left. So you get this animation. Okay, but it is showing at the start. We don't want that. So we just want to show when it's needed. So I just cut this Alt and left bracket. Now we can see, yeah, you get this animation. Okay, perfectly timed. Okay. Now you have to just add your things. Okay, like Tesla didn't say. Okay, these all things you have to add and again add this line. Okay. And for the last part, this text is there. So what we did here, let's recap. We made another null. Okay. Because if we would have kept one null, the animation would not have carried smoothly. As we made another null, you can see what happened is this animation ended here and then this animation started. So it is ending and then for this part animation is starting. So this whole animation will be counted as 1. Okay. If I delete this, okay, let's see the animation. There's a, shock. Okay. It's not smooth at the end. Let's see again. Okay. It's suddenly stopping here. Okay. But when you add this, okay, let's see. Yeah. As you can see, it is smoothening out towards the end. Okay. Now you have to just add the elements like we did at the start and you'll be able to complete the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next.